Dear champs of Examsnet, welcome to the question series of Examsnet. I hope this series of detailed explanation is helping you a lot. Let's start this session. Here is a question and the directions are read the following passage and answer the given question. Certain words or phrases are given in bold to help you while answering some of this question. The first part of this question is which of the following themes is or are touched upon in the passage? A. Need to reinvent one's personal brand. B. Strategies available to reinvent personal brand. And C. Likely challenges while reinventing personal brand on social media. According to all the information given in the passage conveys about the career and the link between the career of past life and future life of a person. It also shows your personal experience and it says that your honest insight is powerful. And therefore, it talks about offering a great opportunity to connect not only with existing network, but also creating an entirely new one. So according to all this information, all these three themes are touched upon in the passage. Hence, the correct option here is option number C, which is all A, B, and C. Second part of this question is, which of the following is same in meaning to the word generous? Generous means of a thing or plentiful or lavish. The first option here is hospitable. Hospitable means being friendly and kindly to people. Lavish means plentiful. Selfish means the person who does not think about anyone else. Selfish means a person who thinks about himself or herself. Substantial means large in amount. And charitable means charity or to provide something to someone. So, according to all these given meanings, the same word as the word generous is lavish, which means plentiful. Hence, option number B is the correct option here. Third part of this question is, which of the following can replace the word presented as used in the passage both contextually and grammatically? Here, the word presented means to show something to people that you have prepared for or to offer something to people. Or you can say that put forward. There are many meanings to this word as used in the passage. Here, all the options does not match the meaning as presented because here confer means to present with or to grant a title. And again, granting means the same. Bestow means also the same because confer also means bestow on. And advice means to give a little piece of advice to someone about anything. So we can say that out of all this question, none of this given options is correct or can replace the word presented. So correct option is option number E here. I hope this question is clear to you. Next part of this question is, which one of the following is or are true regarding reinventing personal brand as per the given passage? And the statements are, there are only a handful of strategies to reinvent your personal brand, which should be used intelligibly. A visual representation on social media will help in promoting the change in personal brand. To reinvent the personal brand, one has to forget about the past. See, by reading all the statement, we can say that only statement B is true regarding reinventing personal brand, because if you have to reinvent personal brand, then social media is a very, very helpful platform that can help you to grow more and more. So option number A is the correct option here, which says only statement B. Next part of this question is, which of the following can be inferred from the passage? Most employees fear career change due to their lack of educational qualifications. Changing one's career does not imply changing your personal brand and existing network. Concern about the opinions of family and friends and colleagues can discourage persons from changing their careers. According to the information given in the passage, both B and C can be inferred from the passage, because if a person wants to be something in life, and if the family or friends or colleagues discourage that person, then he or she get distracted from his or her goals or careers. And changing one's career cannot depend on changing your personal brand that you use in your daily life or the existing network that you create. It only helps you to create a entirely new network. So we can say that both B and C are inferred from the passage. So the correct option is only B and C. Next part of this question is, what does the author want to convey through the marketing research journal article mentioned in the passage? Now, the options are importance of only taking into account your family support in the decision of career change. None of this given as options. The major reason for career change is lack of work-life balance. People should go for counseling before any major change in career. People should focus on and worry about past mistake. See, the first mistake people do is they think about the past. So option number E is not correct. And it is not necessary that you have to go every time for counseling before taking a major step or change towards your career. So option number D is also not correct. And the major reason for career change cannot be work-life balance and cannot be lack of work-life balance. Lack means you are lacking something. So we can say that out of the last three options, none of this is correct. And the first option is the importance of only taking into account your family support in the decision of career change. If you take only your family support, then you will not grow properly. You have to also be independent in taking some decision about your career change. So we can say that none of these options is correct here. So option number B is the correct option here. And the last part of this question is, in the passage, there is a blank which indicates that something has been omitted. Which of the following words will fit the given blank both contextually and grammatically? So let us look at the blank in the passage. The blank is present here. As you can see, I have marked it. And the sentence is, even if the only blank between your past career and future endeavor is you and your personal experience, your honest insight is powerful, and if communicated effectively via storytelling, it offers a great opportunity to connect with not only your existing network, but also create an entirely new one. So there can be a link between your past career and future endeavor. So we can say that the correct option here is option number E, which is link. Next question is, in this question, three sentences are given as A, B, and C. Find out which of the sentences is or are incorrect and select your answer accordingly. The sentences are, rock concerts are a maelstrom of energy with maximum noise and visual effects. The starving family's desperation for food forced them to steal bread from the market. The list is not comprehensive, so detailed about, but tries to focus on most of the salient points. Here, the statement, which is the starving family's desperation for food, it is singular to here, and the list is not comprehensive or detailed, but the list is more, not detailed. So we can say that the two options which are not correct here are B and C. Hence, option number A is the correct option, which says only B and C. Next question has the sentences. The purpose of the research is to try and find out more about the cause of the disease. The house itself was unimpressive, but the location was spectacular. During the catastrophe, among 1,000 families lost their homes. In this question, the purpose of the research is to try. Here, there is tried, which is third form of the verb, but it should be equal to infinitive, which is equal to first form of the verb, which is try here. So, statement A is not correct. Now, during the catastrophe, among 1,000, in place of among, there should be about 1,000 family lost their homes. So both these statements are not correct. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is only A and C. Remember that you have to choose the statements which are not correct. Next part of this question has the sentences. In a conventional mortgage repayment, the repayments consist of both capital and interest. The research shows the preschool children are capable of thinking in abstract terms. The consultant made it clear that forecasting is a basic ingredient of business planning. See here, the consultant made it clear it is simple past, and here, if it is simple past, then is will not be appropriate for this sentence. In place of is, there should be was, since it is past tense. So we can say that statement C is not correct in this question. Hence, option number D is the correct option here. Next question has the direction. Each sentence has a blank which indicates that something has been omitted. Which of the following words given against the sentence fits the blank in the given sentence both grammatically and meaningfully? And the sentence is, police dropped the charges against him because of dash evidence. See here, the words are probation, amplified, insufficient, adequate, scarcely. Here, the word probation is a noun and it means a period of time. And the period of time is at the start of a new job or a new thing. Here, the word amplified is a adjective. It means that increased strength of sound. Here, insufficient is also adjective, which means not enough, or inadequate. Next option is adequate. Adequate means enough. And next word is scarcely. Scarcely is adverb. It means almost not. So out of all these given options, option number C suits the blank given in the sentence, which is police dropped the charges against him because of insufficient evidence. Hence, option C is the correct option for this question. Next question has the sentence, most often we blank when faced with something we do not want to do. Here, the words are expired, impeded, procrastinate, encouraged, and advances. So here, expiate is a verb which means to show that you are sorry for bad behavior. Impeded is also a verb, and impede means to make it more difficult for something to happen. Procrastinate is a verb which means to keep delaying something. Encouraged means given support, and advances means like it grows. Here, procrastinate means to keep delaying something that must be done, often because it is unpleasant or boring. And the subject of the sentence, we, is plural and it is simple present. So, simple present will be used here. Therefore, the correct option is option number C, which is procrastinate. Next question has the sentence, the two countries went through a period of blank relations, but now they are allies. Here the words are deceitfully, difficulty, cordial, strained, and conniving. Deceitfully is an adverb which means with deception. Difficulty means with problems or which is difficult. Cordial is an adjective which means pleasant and friendly. Strained is an adjective which means not natural or friendly. And conniving means with conception. Here, strained is an adjective which is not natural or friendly, and the contrast is evident. So, it is the correct option here. And the sentence will be, the two countries went through a period of strained relation, but now they are allies. So, option number D is the correct option. Next question has the sentence, the economic deserves recognition for his work in blank out the complexity of the causes of poverty. Here, reaching means to reach something or to reach to something. Leading means to lead someone as a leader. Appearing means to appear. Approaching means thinking about the future. So we can say about future. And figuring means to solve something. So here the correct option will be option number E, which is figuring. And the sentence will be, the economist deserves recognition for his work in figuring out the complexity of the cause of poverty. So option number E is the correct option here. Next question has the directions. In the given passage, there are blanks, each of which has been numbered. Against each blank, 5 words are suggested, one of which fits the blank appropriately. Please select the word which fits the blank appropriately in each case and mark the word as your answer. Here, the word will be ingrained because it approximately fits with the blank. So the correct option will be option number C, which is ingrained. I hope this question is clear to you. Next part of the question has the words inhumanity, some, purposely, merely, and completely. Here the correct option is some, which is a few quantity. Hence, option number B is the correct option here. Next question has the words convinced, define, made, thought, or asked. Convince means to convince someone by saying something or to make them love or like our ideas. So option number A must be the correct option here, which is convinced, and it is also a verb which means to succeed in making somebody believe something. Next question has the options dominate, essentially, alone, mainly, and primary. Here, dominate means to be more powerful. Essentially is an adverb which means primarily or relating to the most important characteristics of something. And here alone means not be with anyone. Mainly means majorly. And primary is an adjective here which means most important or main. So out of all the given options, the structure consists of adjective plus noun. Therefore, option number E is the correct option for this question, which says primary. Next part of the question has the words impacted, accustomed, prepare, addict, and closes. Closes means to close something. Impact means to have a powerful impact on someone or effect on someone. Accustomed here is an adjective which means usual or regular. Prepare means to get ready for something. Addict means to addicted to someone or something or to get addicted to. And closes means it close. So according to all these given options here, accustomed is an adjective which means usual or regular, or we can say that familiar with something. Hence option number B is the correct option here, which can suit the given sentence. Hinder, cause, prompts, and motivation. Here, the subject about the passage is parenthood and the subject is singular. Out of all the given options, spur is a verb which means to encourage somebody. Hinder means as, like to, hide. Cause means reason. Prompts means to prompt for a thing. And motivation means enthusiasm for doing something. Out of all these options, prompts will be used here because the subject here is singular. Therefore, the correct option is option number D here. Next question has the options conclusions, boundaries, ruled, bordering, and edge. Conclusion means to conclude something. Boundaries means the limit of a subject or principle. Ruled means to rule over a region. Bordering means limit to a particular area. And edge means corners. Out of all these given options, here boundary is a noun, which means the limit or a subject of principle. So the correct option here is option number B, which is boundaries. I hope this question is clear to you. Next question has the directions. Which of the following phrases given against the sentence should replace the word or phrase given in bold in the sentences to make it grammatically correct? If the sentence is correct as it is given and no correction is required, select no correction required as the answer. The sentence here is the accident occurs where a group was coming down the mountain, and the highlighted word is occurs where. This is the highlighted word here. Here the sentence shows the past time, which means while. While means during the time that or when. Hence the correct option is option number A, which says occurred while the. Moving on to the next question. Next question has the sentence, the official statement from the government stating of spread of the deadly virus has been controlled. Here the highlighted word is stating of spread. It is stated that the is an indirect speech which is used here, and union members stated that they were unhappy with the proposal. Simply stating this is not sufficient in itself. So the correct option must be stated that the, not stating of spread. Next question has the sentence, the group could not present their paper as the laptop where all the data had been stored malfunctioned just before the session began. Here the highlighted words are had been stored. This question and this sentence is absolutely correct, and here no correction is required. So the correct option is no correction required, which is option number B here. Next question has the sentence, exposure to sunlight is important synthesis to essential vitamins in the body. Here the highlighted word is synthesis. In place of synthesis, there should be something that should be replaced. Now, in place of synthesis, there should be for the synthesis of, which consists of a preposition, noun, and again a preposition. So it becomes preposition plus noun plus preposition. And here synthesis means the act of combining separate ideas, beliefs. So the correct option here is option number D, which is for the synthesis of. Next question has the directions. In this question, 4 words A, B, C, and D are given in bold. One of these words A, B, C, or D given in bold may either be wrongly spelled or inappropriate in the context of the sentence. Find out the word that is inappropriate or wrongly spelled, if any. That is your answer. If all the words given in bold are correctly spelled or appropriate in the context of the sentence, then select all correct as your answer. Here the parts of the sentences are, the young surgeon contemplated for days prior to the arduous kidney transplant operation. Here the word surgeon is a noun, which means a doctor who performs medical operations. And the correct spelling for surgeon is S-U-R-G-E-O-N. Hence we can say that option number A or part A is not appropriate here. Hence the correct option here is option number E, which says A. Next question has the parts, the child's behavior in public is unpardonable and he should be reprimanded by his mother immediately. See here, the word immediately is wrong. The correct spelling is IMMEDIATELY, which is immediately. Immediately is an adverb which means at once or without delay. So part D has some inappropriation. So we can say that correct option here is option number B, which says D. I hope these questions are clear to you. Next question has the parts, we were disgusted by the elucidation made by the intolerant supremacist. Here, supremacist is a person who believes that their own race is better than others. Here, intolerable. See, in the part of sentence, there is intolerant. So there should be intolerable. Intolerable means unbearable. This will be used in this sentence. Also, the suprematus or supremacy is a noun which means the state of being the most powerful. Hence, part C has some incorrect word which is intolerant, and in place of intolerant, intolerable should be used, which means unbearable. So the correct option is option number B, which says C. Next question has the sentence, she tried to rationalize why she had violated traffic regulations so that she would not deceive a citation. Here, the word rationalize is a verb which is in the part A. It means to try to find reasons to explain one's behavior. In place of rationalize and in place of deceive, see here deceive is not correct. In place of deceive, receive will be used, because deceive means to deny and receive means to accept something. And she would not receive a citation. So part D is not correct. Therefore, correct option is option number C here, which says D. Next question has the parts, investment in new product development is an essential ambient of corporate success. Here, ambient is an adjective which means existing in the surrounding area. This is the correct meaning of the word ambient, which is existing in the surrounding area. Also, there is a ingredient. See, this will be used in the place of incorrect part. Ingredient is a noun which will be one of the parts of something successful. For this question, part D is not correct. In place of ambient, there should be ingredient. So we can say that option number B is correct, which says D. Remember, in this question, you have to choose the part which is wrongly spelled or inappropriate. Next question is, A started a business with an investment of rupees 4,000. 4 months from the start of the business, B joined with rupees 4,800, and 2 months after B's joining, C joined with rupees X. If out of total annual profit of rupees 10,400, C's share was rupees 3,200, then what was the value of X? Means we have to calculate the value of X, which is for C. Here, the ratio of equivalent capitals of A, B, and C for 1 month will be equal to 4,000 into 12 ratio 4,800 into 6 ratio x into 6, which is equal to 8,000 ratio 6,400 ratio x. Now, sum of the terms of ratio will be 8,000 plus 6,400 plus x, which is equals to 14,400 plus x. This is the sum of their ratios. Therefore, C's share or share of C will be equal to x upon 14,400 plus x into 10,400, which will be equals to 10,400x divided by 14,400 plus x, which is equals to 3,200. So it will be 104x minus 32x is equals to 14,400 into 32. Therefore, 72x will be equal to 14,400 into 32. So x will be equal to 14,400 into 32 divided by 72. On cancelling it, this will be 36. This will be 16. Again, this will be 8 and this will be 18. 4 and 9. Now, cancelling it with 3, this will be 4, 800. Again 1 and this will be 1, 600. So 16,000 into 4 is 6,400. So the value of x is 6,400 rupees. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number D, which is rupees 6,400. Next question has the directions. Study the following data to answer the given question. An amusement park offers different discounts on various entry passes. The discounts offered on the actual price for the number of days. For 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, and 10 days, entry passes are 5%, 10%, Y%, and 20% respectively. The total amount paid for one day pass and 1 2-day pass was rupees 3,480. Note, the price is inclusive of taxes. No discount was offered on 1-day entry pass. Here the part of the question is, if the difference between the total amount paid for 5 1-day passes and they paid for 1 5-day passes was rupees 720, what was the value of Y? So, price of one day pass is equal to rupees X. Therefore, X plus 2X into 95 upon 100 will be equals to 3,480. It is already given in the question. So X plus 1.9 into X will be equal to 3,480. So 2.9x will be equals to 3,480. Therefore, x will be equals to 3,480 divided by 2.9. So x will be equals to rupees 1,200. Now, according to the question, 1,200 into 5 into y upon 100 is equals to 720. So this will be 0 and 0 will be cancelled. So it will be 60y is equal to 720. So the value of y will be 720 divided by 60, which will be equals to 12%. So we can say that y is equal to 12%. Hence the correct answer is option number C here. Next part of this question is, Miss Sucheta bought 1 2-day pass and 2 3-day passes. What was the total amount paid by Miss Sucheta? So total amount paid by Miss Sucheta will be rupees 2 into 1200 because she bought 1 2-day passes and 2 3-day passes into 95 upon 100 plus 2 into 3 into 1200 into 90 upon 100. So this 0 and 0 will be cancelled here. Again, this 0 and 0 will be cancelled here. So it will be rupees 2 into 12 into 95, which is 2280 plus 2 into 3 into 12 into 90, which is 6480. On adding both this value, it will be rupees 8760. So we can say that the total amount paid by Miss Sucheta is rupees 8760, which is option number B here. Next question is, Mr. Bhulelal purchased 2-day passes and got an additional discount of 5% on the total bill amount. What was the amount paid by Mr. Bhulelal? So total amount paid by Mr. Bhulelal will be equal to rupees 2 into 10 into 1200, since he bought 2 10-day passes and got an additional discount of 5%. So into 80 upon 100 into 95 upon 100. The zeros and 0 will be cancelled. Again, 1 0 will be cancelled. So it will be rupees 2 into 12 into 80 into 95 upon 10. So it will be rupees 18,240. Hence, we can say that the correct option here is option number E, which is rupees 18,240. Next question is, what is the difference between the discount offered in rupees on 1 2-day entry pass and that offered on 1 3-day entry pass? So the difference will be rupees 3 into 1200 into 10 upon 100 minus 2 into 1200 into 5 upon 100. Again, this 0 and 0 will be cancelled. Here also both the zeros will be cancelled. So it will be equals to rupees 360 minus 120. So it will be equals to rupees 240. So the required difference is rupees 240, which is option number B here. Next question is, what is the price of 1-day pass? We have already calculated the price of 1-day pass in the first part of this question, and it is rupees 1200. So option number E is the correct option for this question. Next question has the directions. In each of these questions, a number of series is given. Only one number is wrong, which doesn't fit in the series. Find out the wrong number. Series is 50, 59, 41, 68, 33, 77 and 23. In this kind of question, we first have to understand the pattern of the series. The first number is 50 and the second number is 59. So the pattern is 50 plus 9 is equal to 59. Similarly, 59 minus 2 into 9 is equal to 59 minus 18, which is equals to 41, which is the third number. Similarly, 41 plus 3 into 9 is equal to 41 plus 27, which is equal to 68. Similarly, 68 minus 4 into 9 will be equal to 68 minus 36, which is equal to 32. But here the number is 33. So 33 is wrong. In place of 33, there should be 32. Let us check for the last two numbers also. 32 plus 5 into 9 is equal to 32 plus 45, which will be equal to 77, and 77 minus 6 into 9 will be equal to 77 minus 54, which is equal to 23. So the pattern is absolutely correct, which is multiplied by 9 and plus 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4 goes on. So the wrong number is 33. Hence, option number D is the correct option for this question. Next question has the numbers 2, 3, 4, 12, 48, 240 and 1440. Here the pattern is 2 into 1 is equal to 2. It is not equal to 3. So 3 is not correct. Again, 2 into 2 is equal to 4. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. 12 into 4 is equal to 48. 48 into 5 is equal to 240. And 240 into 6 is equal to 1440. So the wrong number here is 3. Hence, option number D is the correct option for this question. Next question has the number 200, 197, 186, 168, 144, 118 and 82. The pattern here is 200 minus 3 gives 197. Similarly, 197 minus 11, which is equals to 3 plus 8 gives plus 186. Now, 186 minus 18, which is equals to 11 plus 7 gives 168. See, here there will be equals because 197 minus 11 is equal to 186. Now, 168 minus 24, which is equal to 18 plus 6, will be equal to 144. 144 minus 29, which will be equal to 24 plus 5, it will be equal to 115. It is not equal to 118, which is given in the question. So 118 is wrong. Now let us take the last, which is 115 minus 33, which will be equal to 29 plus 4 will be equal to 82, which is the last number. Hence, we can say that the wrong number here is 118. So correct option here is option number E. Here the pattern is the number is increased by 5 more, and on addition it becomes the number and we have to subtract it from the actual number. Hence the correct option here is option number E. I hope this question is clear to you. Next question has the numbers 9, 5, 6, 10.5, 23, 90 and 183. The pattern of this series is in the form 9 into 0.5 plus 0.5. It is equals to 4.5 plus 0.5, which gives 5. Then 5 into 1 plus 1 will be equal to 6. Similarly, 6 into 1.5 plus 1.5 will be equal to 9 plus 1.5, which is equals to 10.5. 10.5 into 2 plus 2 will be equal to 21 plus 2, which is equal to 23. 23 into 2.5 plus 2.5 will be equal to 57.5 plus 2.5, which is equals to 60. And it is not equals to 90, which is given in the question. Similarly, 60 into 3 plus 3 will be equal to 180 plus 3, which gives 183. Here the pattern is increasing by 0.5. First, it is multiplied, then added by 0.5, then by 1, then by 1.5, followed by 2, 2.5 and 3. Hence, the wrong number here is 90. So, option number C is the correct option, which says 90. Next question has the numbers 318, 168, 78, 38, 18, 8 and 3. The pattern of this number of series is 318 divided by 2 minus 1 is equal to 159 minus 1, which is equal to 158. Again, 158 by 2 minus 1 will be equal to 79 minus 1, which is equals to 78. 78 by 2 minus 1 will be equal to 39 minus 1, which is equal to 38. Similarly, 38 by 2 minus 1 will be equal to 19 minus 1, which is equal to 18. 18 by 2 minus 1 will be equals to 9 minus 1, which is equal to 8. And 8 by 2 minus 1 will be equal to 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. I hope the pattern of the series is clear to you. And here the first number is 318 and the second number will be 158, not 168. So the wrong number here is 168. Hence option A is the correct option for this question. Next question is 4 years hence A's age will be twice of B's age 8 years hence. 6 years ago A's age was thrice of B's age 2 years ago. What is A's present age in years? So let A's present age be X years and let B's present age be Y years. Now, the first case is, according to question, X plus 4 is equal to 2 into Y plus 8. So it becomes X plus 4 is equal to 2Y plus 16. Or it can be written as X minus 2Y is equal to 12. Let this be equation number 1. Second case is X minus 6 is equal to 3 into Y minus 2. So it becomes X minus 3Y is equal to 0 or Y will be equal to X by 3. So evaluating Y is equal to X by 3 and substituting it in equation number 1, we get X minus 2 into X by 3 is equals to 12. So it will be 3X minus 2X is equal to 12 into 3. So X will be equals to 36 and X is the age of A, which is present age of A. So we can say that the present age of A is 36 years. Hence option number C is the correct option for this question. Next question has the directions. Refer to the pie chart and answer the given questions. The pie chart depicts percentage of first class tickets that were booked for 5 trains A, B, C, D and E on Monday. The total number of first class tickets booked for these 5 trains together was 500. The number of tickets booked for all 5 trains together on Tuesday increased by 24% as compared to the previous day. What was the number of tickets booked for all 5 trains together on Tuesday? Here a pie chart is given which shows the percentage of ticket booked for the 5 trains, which is A, B, C, D and E. Now here we have to find the total number of tickets booked on Tuesday. So the total number of tickets booked on Tuesday will be 500 into 124 divided by 100. So the 0 and 0 will be cancelled. So it will be 124 into 5, which is equal to 620. Hence the correct answer here is option number D, which is 620. Next part of the question is the number of tickets booked by male customers for train A was 24 less than that booked for train C. If the total number of tickets booked by female customers for trains A and C together was 57, what was the number of tickets booked by male customers for train C? number of tickets booked for train A will be equal to 500 into 20 by 100, which will be equals to 100. Similarly, number of tickets booked by train B will be equals to, see here will be train C, because the ratio is given for A and C. So for train C, it will be equals to 500 into 25 divided by 100, which gives 125. Now, we know that the number of tickets booked for train A and C by female travelers is equal to 57. It is already given in the question. Therefore, tickets booked by males will be equal to 100 plus 125 minus 57. 57 is the number of tickets booked by females. Now, let the number of tickets booked by males for train C be X. Therefore, X plus X minus 24 will be equal to 168. So 2X will be equal to 168 plus 24. 2X will be equal to 192. So X will be equal to 192 upon X 2. So it will be cancelled and this will be 96. Hence the required value of the number of tickets booked by male customers for train C is 96. Out of all the given options, option number C is the correct option, which is 96. Next part of this question is, out of total number of tickets booked for train D, 40% tickets were booked by female customers. What is the number of tickets booked for train D by male customers? Tickets booked for train D will be equal to 500 into 15 divided by 100. So it will be 15 into 5, which is 75. And we know that 40% of tickets were booked by female. Therefore, tickets booked by males will be equal to 75 into 60 divided by 100, because if 40% is booked by female, then remaining 60% will be booked by males. So again, this will be cancelled. This will be 2 and this will be 15. Again, this will be 3. So 15 into 3 is 45. So we can say that the number of tickets booked for train D by male customer is 45. Therefore, option number D is the correct option for this question. Next part of the question is, what is the average number of tickets booked for trains A, B and D? Ticket booked for trains A, B and D will be equal to 20 plus 16 plus 15 percentage of 500. So it will be equal to 500 into 51 divided by 100, which will be equals to 255. Now we have to find the average. So the required average will be equal to 255 divided by 3, because total there are 3 trains A, B and D. So it will be equals to 85. Hence the required average is 85. So the correct option is option number C here. Next part of this question is, what is the central angle corresponding to the total number of tickets booked for train B in degrees? So first, let us calculate the tickets booked for train B, it will be equals to 500 into 16 divided by 100, which will be equals to 16 into 5, which is 80. Since 500 will be equal to 360 degree, we have to calculate the central angle. Therefore, 80 will be equals to 360 divided by 500 into 80. So this 0 and 0 will be cancelled. Again 0 and 0 will be cancelled. So this will be equals to 57.6 degree. Therefore, we can say that the central angle corresponding to the total number of tickets booked for train B is 57.6 degree. So the correct option here is option number E. Next part of this question is, what is the difference between the number of tickets booked for train D and that booked for train E? We have to find the difference here. So the required difference will be equal to 24 minus 15 percentage of 500, because we know the total number here is 500. So it will be equals to 500 into 9 by 100. So this will be equals to 45. Hence, the correct option here is option number B, which is 45. Next question is, vessel A contains 180 liters mixture in which the respective ratio between the quantities of milk and water was 11:4. 40% mixture is taken out from the vessel and poured into vessel B. If after adding X liter water in vessel B, quantity of water becomes 34%, what was the value of X? According to question, in 40% of mixture, that is 40 into 180 by 100, which is equal to 18 into 4, which is 72 liters of mixture. The quantity of milk is 11 by 15 into 72, which gives 52.8 liters. Similarly, in 72 liters, the quantity of water will be equal to 4 by 15 into 72, which is equal to 19.2 liters. Now, according to the question, 19.2 plus X divided by 72 plus X is equal to 34 upon 100. On cross multiplying, it becomes 1920 plus 100X is equal to 2448 plus 34X. So it will be 100X minus 34X is equal to 2448 minus 1920. So it will be 66X is equal to 528. Therefore, X will be equals to 528 divided by 66. On cancelling it, it will be equals to 8. Therefore, we can say that X is equals to 8 liters. So the correct option here is option number A, which is 8. Next question has the directions. Refer to the graph and table both to answer the given questions. A graph is visible here and there is a table which consists of days, and out of the total number of burgers sold, number of vegetarian burgers sold is. It gives information about this too. And the first part of the question is, out of the number of the burgers, vegetarian plus non-vegetarian sold on Sunday, approximately what percentage of burgers were vegetarian? Here we know that the total burgers sold on Sunday will be equal to 104. Out of this, number of vegetarian burgers will be equal to 48. We have to find the percentage. Therefore, the required percentage will be equals to 48 upon 104 into 100, which is approximately equals to 46. Hence, we can say that the percentage of burgers that were vegetarian is 46%. So, the correct option is option number A, which is 46. And here in this question, we have to find the approximate value. So the approximate percentage is 46%. The next part of direction of this question is, out of the number of vegetarian burgers sold on Saturday, 3/7 were sold as a part of a meal combo. What was the number of vegetarian burgers sold on Saturday as a part of a meal combo? So firstly, let us check in the table that number of burgers sold on Saturday is 56. And it is given that 3/7 were sold as a part of a meal combo. So the required answer will be 3/7 into 56, which will be equals to, this will be cancelled by 8, and 8 into 3 is 24. So option number C is the correct option for this question. Next part of the question is the number of burgers, vegetarian plus non-vegetarian, sold decreased by what percentage from Saturday to Monday? We have to find the percentage here. So required percentage is equal to 120 minus 84 divided by 120 into 100, which will be equals to 36 upon 120 into 100. This 0 and 0 will be cancelled. This will be 5 and this will be 6. Again, this will be 6. So it will be 30%. So the required percentage from Saturday to Monday is 30%. Hence, option number B is the correct option for this question. Next part of this question is, what is the total number of non-vegetarian burgers sold on Saturday and Sunday taken together? So the required statement will be 120 plus 104 minus 56 plus 48, which will be equals to 224 minus 104, which gives 120. So this is the total number of non-vegetarian burgers sold on Saturday and Sunday together. Hence, the correct option here is option number A. Again, the directions are same. And the next part of the question is, what is the respective ratio between the total number of vegetarian burgers sold on Monday and Tuesday together and that of non-vegetarian burgers sold on the same days together? We have to calculate the ratio here. So first let us calculate the non-vegetarian burgers sold on Monday will be equal to 84 minus 40, which is equal to 44. Then on Tuesday, it will be equal to 96 minus 36, which is equal to 60. Therefore, the required ratio will be equal to 40 plus 36 is to 44 plus 60. This is the number of vegetarian burgers and this is the number of non-vegetarian burgers. So it will be 76 is to 104. On further cancelling, this will be equals to 19 is to 26. So the required ratio is 19 is to 26. Therefore, option number D is the correct option for this question. Next part of this question is, out of the number of burgers, vegetarian plus non-vegetarian sold on Tuesday, the respective ratio between the number of burgers sold to female customer and that to male customer was 7 is to 5. What was the number of burgers sold to female customers? Here, the required answer will be 7 by 12 into 96, which will be equals to 8, and 7 into 8 will be 56. So the number of burgers sold to female customers will be 56. Therefore, option number C is the correct option for this question. Moving on to next question. Next question is 30 men can complete a work in 42 days and 56 women can complete it in 35 days. 18 men started working and after 7 days they left. If the remaining work was completed by 56 women, in how many days was the entire work completed? Let the number of men be M and let the number of days be D and let the number of women be W. So according to the question, M1 D1 divided by W1 is equals to M2 D2 divided by W2. Now putting the values, this will be equals to 30 into 42 is equal to 18 into 7 by W2. So from here we get the number of women for the second part, which will be equal to 18 into 7 divided by 30 into 42, which will be equals to, this will be cancelled, 9 and 15, again 3 and 14. So it will be equals to 1 upon 10. Now the remaining work will be equal to 1 minus 1 upon 10, which is equal to 9 upon 10. This part of work is done by 56 females. Therefore, the time taken will be equal to 9 by 10 into 35, which is equals to 63 by 2, which gives 31 1 by 2 days. Therefore, the required time in which the total work is completed will be equal to 31 1 by 2 plus 7, which gives 38 1 by 2 days or 38 and half days. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is none of this. So, option number E is the correct option here. Next question has the directions. In the following question, two equation numbered 1 and 2 are given. You have to solve both the equation and we have to find the relation between x and y. So the first equation is x square minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0. And second equation is 2y square minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. In these equations, we have to use splitting the middle term method to find the value for x and y. So this equation can be written as x square minus 6x minus 3x plus 18 is equal to 0. Taking x common, this will be x minus 6. Similarly, taking minus 3 common from the next two terms, this will be also x minus 6 and it is equal to 0. So the factors will be x minus 6 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x will be equals to 3 and x will be equals to 6. Now the second equation is 2y square minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. Again applying the splitting the middle term method, it will be 2y square minus 4y minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Taking 2y common, this will be y minus 2. Taking minus 1 common, this will be y minus 2 equal to 0. Now the factors will be y minus 2 and 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. So y will be equals to 2 and y will be equals to 1 by 2. It is clear that x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 by 2. So x is greater than y here. Therefore, the correct option will be x is greater than y. So we can say that the answer here is x is greater than y. This is the correct answer for this question. Next question also has the same directions. Here the equations are 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0 and y square minus 7y plus 10 is equal to 0. Again applying this middle term method, which is finding the factors by using splitting the middle term. This equation can be written as 2x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 3 is equals to 0. Taking 2x common, this will be x minus 1. Taking minus 3 common, it will be x minus 1 and it is equals to 0. So the factors are x minus 1 and 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x will be equals to 1 and x will be equals to 3 by 2. Similarly, applying splitting the middle term method for the next equation, it can be written as y square minus 2y minus 5y plus 10 is equal to 0. Taking y common, this will be y minus 2. Taking minus 5 common, this will be y minus 2 is equal to 0. Factors are y minus 2 and y minus 5 is equal to 0. So y will be equals to 2 and y will be equals to 5. It is very clear that here the values of x are less than the values of y. It means that y is greater than x. So the required answer is x is less than y or y is greater than x. Next question has the equations x square plus 3x minus 40 is equal to 0 and y square minus y minus 72 is equal to 0. By using the splitting middle term method, this equation becomes x square plus 8x minus 5x minus 40 is equal to 0. Taking x common, this will be x plus 8. Taking minus 5 common, this will be x plus 8. It is equal to 0. So the factors will be x plus 8 and x minus 5 is equal to 0. So the value for x will be minus 8 and the value for x will be plus 5. Similarly, for the second equation, on applying splitting the middle term method, it becomes y square minus 9y plus 8y minus 72 is equal to 0. Taking y common, it will be y minus 9. Taking plus 8 common, it will be y minus 9 is equal to 0. So the factors are y minus 9 and y plus 8 is equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to 9 and y is equal to minus of 8. It is very clear that one value is equal, which is minus 8 and minus 8. And one value of y is greater than x. So the relation becomes x is less than or equal to y. Next question has the equations x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0 and y square minus 6y plus 8 is equal to 0. Again, on applying the splitting middle term method, this becomes x square minus x minus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. Taking x common, this will be x minus 1. Taking minus 2 common, this will be x minus 1 is equal to 0. So the factors will be x minus 1 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x will be equals to 1 and x will be equals to 2. Similarly, for the second equation, it becomes y square minus 4y minus 2y plus 8 is equal to 0. Taking y common, it will be y minus 4. Taking minus 2 common, it will be y minus 4 is equal to 0. The factors will be y minus 4 and y minus 2 is equal to 0. So the value of y will be plus 4 and the value of y will be plus 2. It is clear that again one value is equal, which is 2 and 2. And y is greater than x. So again the answer will be x is less than or equal to y. Next question has the equations x square minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0 and y square minus 10y plus 25 is equal to 0. Again, by applying this middle term method, or there is one more thing, it is in the form of x minus 3 whole square is equal to 0, because x minus 3 whole square will be x square plus 3 square, which is 9, minus 2ab, which is minus 2 into x into 3, which is 6x. And second equation is also in the form of y minus 5 whole square, which will be equals to 0, because y minus 5 whole square will be y square plus 5 square minus 2 into y into 5. Therefore, from here we can say that x will be equals to 3. And from here we can say that y minus 5 will be equals to 0. So y will be equals to 5. It is very clear that y is greater than x. So the equation becomes x is less than y. I hope this question is clear to you. Next question is rupees X was invested in scheme A, offering simple interest at the rate of R percentage per annum, and rupees 2x was invested in scheme B, offering simple interest at the rate of rupees R plus 10 percentage per annum. If the respective ratio between the interest received from scheme A after 3 years and that received from scheme B after 4 years was 9:40, then what was the value of R? We know that this is a question that comes from simple interest, and simple interest is equal to principal into time into rate divided by 100. According to question, x into r into 3 divided by 2x into r plus 10 into 4 is equal to 9/40, because the ratio is 9:40. Therefore, it becomes r divided by r plus 10 is equal to 3/5. Now, on cross multiplying, it will be 5r is equal to 3r plus 30. So 5r minus 3r will be 2r is equal to 30. So r will be equal to 30/2, which is equal to 15. Therefore, we can say that r is equal to 15% per annum. So the correct option for this question is option number B, which is 15. Next question is the total cost of graveling at the rate of rupees X per square meter. A circular field is 250% more than the cost of fencing at the rate of rupees X per meter. Same circular field. What is the circumference of the circular field? We know that the circumference of the circular field is 2 pi r. So this kind of questions are very, very important, and this kind of question always comes in the exam. It is given that we have to find the circumference. So let the radius of the circular field be equal to r meter. According to question, pi r square x is equal to 350/100 into 2 pi rx. Therefore, r will be equal to 7/2 into 2, which is equal to 7 meters. Now, the required circumference will be equal to 2 pi r, which will be 2 into 22/7 into r. R is 7, so 7 and 7 will be cancelled. So this will be 22 into 2, which is 44 meters. So the correct option here is option number D, which is 44. Next question is, a boat takes 3 hours more to travel upstream from X to Y than the time it takes to travel downstream from Y to Z. The speed of the boat downstream is 27 km/h and that upstream is 21 km/h. If the distance between X and Y is 51 km more than that between Y and Z, what is the distance between X and Y in kilometers? Let the distance between X and Y be X kilometers. So the distance between Y and Z will be equal to X minus 51 kilometers, because the total distance is 51. Now, according to question, x/21 minus x minus 51 divided by 27 is equal to 3. So it will be x/21 minus x/27 is equal to 3 minus 51/27. On further solving this, it will be equals to 3 minus 17/9. So it becomes 9x minus 7x divided by 189 is equal to 27 minus 17 divided by 9, which is equal to 10/9. Now, it will be equals to 2x/21 is equal to 10. So, x will be equals to 10 into 21 divided by 2. Again, this will be cancelled and 21 into 5 is 105. And we know that x is the distance between x and y. So it will be in the kilometers. So the distance between x and y is 105 kilometers. Therefore, option number B is the correct option for this question. Next question is, train A, while traveling at a speed of 48 km per hour, crosses a vertical pole in 18 seconds. Train B crosses the vertical pole in 30 seconds. If the length of train B is 60 meter more than that of train A, what is the speed of train B in kilometer per hour? We know that speed of train A is equal to 48 kilometer per hour, which is equals to 48 into 5 upon 80 meter per second. We have converted it into meter per second, which will be equals to 40 upon 3 meter per second. Therefore, length of train A will be equal to 40 upon 3 into 80 meters. It will be cancelled. So 6 into 40 is 240 meters. Similarly, length of train B will be equals to 300 meters. Therefore, speed of train B will be equals to 300 upon 30, which is equals to 10 meter per second. Now converting it into kilometer per hour, it will be 10 into 18 upon 5 kilometers per hour. So again, this will be cancelled. So it will be 36 kilometer per hour. So we can say that the speed of train B is 36 kilometer per hour. So the correct option here is option number A. Next question is, what will come in place of question mark in the following series based on the English alphabetical order and numbers? In this question, we first have to understand the pattern of the series, which is of alphabets and of numbers. So the pattern is Y, C, 12, V, F, 16, S, I, 21, P, L, 27. Then there is a space, and at last there is J, R, and 42. Here the difference between Y and V is -3. Again, between V and S is -3. Between S and P is also -3. So again, 3 alphabets before P is M, and again -3 will be J. In the second row, this will be +3. Again, this will be +3. Again, this will be +3, because after C, if we exclude 3 alphabets, then we reach to F. Similarly, adding 3 alphabets to F, we get I. And between I and L, there are 3 alphabets. So here also it will be +3. So it will be O. Similarly, here also it will be +3. Now, here the difference is +4. Again, 16 plus 5 is 21. 21 plus 6 is 27. So 27 plus 7 will be 34. Again, 34 plus 8 will be 42. So the number or the thing that will come in the place of question mark is M, O, and 34. Therefore, the correct option here is option number E. Next question has the directions. In each of the following questions, relationship between different element is shown in the statements. The statements are followed by 2 conclusions numbered 1 and 2. Study the conclusions based on the given statement and select the appropriate answer. And here are some conclusions, and the statements are A is greater than or equal to B is greater than C is equal to D is less than or equal to B. Also, S is greater than or equals to U and it is equal to D is less than equal to M. So first let us write both these statements. So it is A is greater than or equal to B greater than C is equal to D less than or equal to E. Similarly, S is greater than or equal to U is equal to D is less than or equals to M. And there are two conclusions given here. But according to the first statement, A will be greater than or equal to B and it will be greater than C. It will be equals to D is less than or equal to M. So the first conclusion is not true, which is M is less than or equal to A. Now, from the second statement, it can be written as S is greater than or equal to U is equal to D is less than or equal to E. Therefore, the second conclusion is also not correct, which is S is greater than E. So we can say that the correct answer is 2, that neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 is true. So the correct option here is 2. Next question also has the same directions. Here the statements are S is less than M is less than or equal to N is equal to T greater than or equal to P. And K is greater than or equal to N is equal to R is greater than Q. Now, from here, it can be written as Q is less than or equal to N is equal to T is greater than or equal to P from both these equations. So it becomes S is less than M less than equal to N less than equal to K. Therefore, we can say that the first conclusion is not true, which is P less than Q, because P is greater than Q. And the second conclusion is true, which is K is greater than S. You can see that K is greater than S in this statement. So we can say that only second conclusion is true. Hence, the correct answer is 4, which is if only conclusion second is true. So the correct option here is 4. Next question has the statements R is equal to A is greater than or equal to N is equal to K. O is greater than or equal to N is equal to M is greater than or equal to U is equal to Y. From both these statements, we can say that R is greater than or equal to N and greater than or equal to Y. Therefore, the conclusion which is R is equal to Y is not correct because R is greater than Y. And Y is less than R is also not absolutely correct because it is also equal to R, means it can be equal to R. So R is either greater than or equal to Y. Therefore, either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 is true. We can say that any conclusion can be true. So both are not totally true, but there are two cases which is greater than or equal to, and this is equal to, this is greater than. So among this conclusion, any one can be also true. So the correct option here will be option number 5, which is if either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 is true. Next question has the statements J is less than K is greater than L is greater than equal to M is greater than N, and X is greater than L less than equals to Z is equal to T. Here we can write that T is greater than L, L is greater than M, and M is greater than N. Also J is less than K, but K is greater than L and L is less than X. Therefore, we can say that the first conclusion is true, which is N is less than T. You can see that here N is less than T. But the second conclusion is not absolutely correct, which says that X is greater than J. Here X is not greater than J. So it is not absolutely correct. So the correct option here will be option number 3, if only conclusion 1 is true. Next question has the directions. Study the following information carefully and answer the questions given below. The information is 8 people were born in 8 different months of the same year: January, February, April, June, August, September, October, and December. It is assumed that no one other than the given people was born in given year. M was born in a month having only 30 days. Only 2 people were born between M and P. P was born in one of the months before M. K was born immediately after P. Only 3 people were born between K and L. As many people were born after L as before Q. Only one person was born between 0, O and J. And more than 3 people were born between J and M. Here total there are 8 people. So according to this given information, we can make a table, and the table will consist of the month and the person. So let this be the month and let this be the person. The months are January, February, April, June, August, September, October, and December. And according to the given information, the people born here are: in January, Q is born; in February, N is born; similarly, P; for June it is K; for August it is O; for September it is M; for October it is J; and for December it is L. So this is the required table according to the given information. Now, the first part of this question is, in which month was J born? So from the table, we can see that J is born in the month of October. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number C, which is October. Next question also has the same directions. So first, let us make the required table, which is month and person. The months are January, February, April, June, August, September, October, and December. And the persons are Q, N, P, K, O, M, J, and L. Now, the subpart of the question here is, as per the given arrangement, as many people were born before K as after. In this question, you can see that from the table, 3 persons, which is P, N, and Q, were born before K. There are 3 persons, and 3 persons M, J, and L were born after O. So after O, 3 persons are born. So we can say that the correct option here is option number B, which is O. Next question also has the same directions. And the question is, who amongst the following was born in June? We have already seen in the table that in June, K was born. So option number D is the correct option, which is K. Next question also has the same directions. So first, let us make the required table. The table consists of month and person. The months are January, February, April, June, August, September, October, and December. Now, the persons are Q, N, P, K, O, M, J, and L. The subpart of the question here is, which one of the following statements is not true with respect to the given arrangement? First statement is Q was born in April, but according to the table, Q is born in January. So first statement is not correct. J was born immediately before L. See, J is born immediately before L. It is correct. And the third statement is only one person was born between O and P. So you can see that between O and P, only one person is born, which is K. So second and third statements are correct, but first statement is not true. Remember, we have to find which is not true. So we can say that only first statement is not true. Hence, option number E is the correct option for this question. Again, next question also have the same directions. And the question here is how many people were born after O? So first, let us make the required table. Consider M as months and consider person as P. The months are January, February, April, June, August, September, October, and December. And the persons are Q, N, P, K, O, M, J, and L. So the question is again, how many people were born after O? You can clearly see that after O, 3 people were born. So we can say that the correct option for this question is option number A, which is 3. Next question has the directions. Study the following information carefully and answer the questions given below. And the information is 12 people are sitting in 2 parallel rows containing 6 people each in such a way that there is equal distance between adjacent persons. In row 1, B, C, D, E and F and G are seated and all of them are facing north. In row 2, P, Q, R, S, T and U are seated and all of them are facing south. Therefore, in the given sitting arrangement, each member seated in a row faces another member of the other row. R sits fourth to the right of T. Only one person sits between F and the person facing R. Only 2 people sit between F and G. As many people sit to the right of G as to the left of P. Only one person sits between P and U. U faces an immediate neighbor of B. E sits second to the left of C. As many people sit between E and F as between T and Q. So according to this given information, let us first make the sitting arrangement. Consider this as row 2. In row 2, there are 6 people, which is P, R, U, S, Q and T. Consider this as row 1. Here there is G, B, E, F, C and D. This is row 1 and this is row 2. Here it is left and here it is right. Here it is right and it is left. So the question here is who amongst the following faces D? Here you can see that T faces D. So according to the given question, T is the one who sits to the immediate left of Q. So therefore option number A is the correct option for this question. Next question is how many people sit between S and the one who faces B? Again, let us make the sitting arrangement. Here there is P, R, U, S, Q, T, G, B, E, F, C and D. The question here is how many people sit between S and the one who faces B? So here you can see that only R faces B and only U sits between S and R. Therefore, the correct option is option number C, which is 1. Next question also has the same directions. The sitting arrangement is P, R, U, S, Q and T, G, B, E, F, C and D. The question here is which of the following statement is true per the given arrangement. So let us read the statements. The statement is no one sits between R and S, but it is wrong because you can see that U sits between R and S. Statement 2 is only 3 people sit between D and B. So between D and B, there are 3 peoples. Statement 2 is absolutely correct. Hence, option number B is the correct answer for this question. Because you can see that one person sits between R and S. So statement 1 is wrong. 3 persons E, F and C sit between B and D. Therefore, statement 2 is correct. Next question has the same directions. So first, let us make the sitting arrangement here, which is P, R, U, S, Q and T, G, B, E, F, C and D. The question here is, 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way based on the given arrangement, and so they form a group. Which is the one that does not belong to that group? Here you can see that except F, all others are sitting at the extreme ends of the line. So we can say that F is the exception here, or F is the one that does not belongs to the group. Hence, option number D is the correct option, which is F. Next question also has the same directions, and the sitting arrangement is in this way: P, R, U, S, Q and T, G, B, E, F, C and D. Here the question is, who amongst the following sits second to the right of G? You can see that here there is G, and second to the right of G will be E. Therefore, correct option here is option number E, which says E. Next question has the directions. Study the following information carefully and answer the questions given below. 6 people are sitting around a circular table facing the center with equal distance between adjacent persons. Each of them is pursuing a different course. A sits second to the left of the one who is pursuing BTech. The one who is pursuing BSc is an immediate neighbor of the one who is pursuing BTech. Only 2 people sit between the one who is pursuing BSc and the one who is pursuing MArch. B sits second to the left of the one who is pursuing MR. Only one person sits between B and D, either from left or right. Only 2 people sit between D and F. The one who is pursuing B Pharma sits second to the right of F. E sits second to the left of C. E is not immediate neighbor of A. The one who is pursuing MBA sits to the immediate right of the one who is pursuing MCom. See, there are so many qualifications here. So first, let us make the required diagram for this question. Consider this as the circle for all the given courses. Here there will be A who is pursuing MBA. Similarly, here there will be C for MCom. Here there will be H for MArch or Masters of Architecture. Here there will be E for B Pharma. Here there will be B for BTech. Here there will be F for BSc. Now let us look at the question. 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way based on their positions as per the given arrangement, and they form a group. Which one of the following does not belong to that group? Here, except the pair BTech and MCom, in all the other pairs, the first person is second to the left or right of the second person. B is pursuing BTech while C is pursuing MCom. B sits third to the left or right of C. Therefore, we can say that the one who does not belong to the group is BTech and MCom, which is option number D here. Next question also has the same direction. So first let us make the required diagram. Here there is A, MBA, then C for MCOM, H for MArch, E for B Pharma, B for BTech, and F for BSc. The question here is, what is the position of C with respect to the one who is pursuing MBA? You can see that A is pursuing MBA and C sits to the immediate left of A, who is pursuing MCOM. So we can say that the correct option here is immediate left, which is option number C. Next question also has the same directions. So the diagram will be same again. Here there will be A for MBA, then C for MCOM, H for MArch, E for B Pharma, B for BTech, and F for BSc. The question here is, which of the following statement is true as per the given information? Here, the statements are, only one person sits between E and A. The one who is pursuing BSc is an immediate neighbor of D. The one who is pursuing BTech sits second to the left of E, and A is pursuing MBA. We know that two persons sits between E and A. So second statement is not true. F is pursuing BSc and F sits third to the left or right of D. Therefore, third statement is also not true. And B is pursuing BTech. B sits to the immediate left of E. Therefore, statement D is also not true. Hence, statement E is true, which is A is pursuing MBA. So the correct option here is option number E. Next question is, who amongst the following is pursuing MCOM? From the diagram, we know that the one who is pursuing MCOM is C, and C is to the immediate left of A. So we can say that here option number B is the correct option, which is the one who sits to the immediate left of A. So option number B is the correct option for this question. Next question is, which of the following pairs represent the immediate neighbors of the one who is pursuing B Pharma? So for this question, let us again make the diagram. We know that A is pursuing MBA. Here there is C for MCOM. Again, here there is H for MArch. Here there will be E for B Pharma. Here there will be B for BTech, and at last there is F for BSc. So the question is again, which of the following pairs represents the immediate neighbors of the one who is pursuing B Pharma? According to this question, we know that E is pursuing B Pharma and B and D are immediate neighbors of E, and D is pursuing MR. So we can say that the correct option here is option number A, which is B and the one who is pursuing MR. So the correct option is option number A here. Next question is a very, very interesting question. How many such pairs of digits are there in the number 74925816, each of which has as many digits between them in the number in both forward and backward directions as they have between them in arithmetic numerals? So the number here is 7, 4, 9, 2, 5, 8, 1 and 6. Here you can see that between 1 and 7 there can be a link. Between 7 and 9 there will be a link. Between 4 and 8, there will be a link. Between 2 and 4, also there will be a link. Also between 2 and 6, there will be a link. And between 6 and 8, there will be a link. So if we count all this, it will be more than 4. So the correct option here is option number E. I hope this question is clear to you. Next question is, in each of the questions below, some statements are given followed by two conclusions numbered 1 and 2. You have to assume all the statements to be true, even if they seem to be at variance from the commonly known facts, and then decide which of the following conclusions logically follows from the information given in the statements. So let us look at the statements. The statements are, all marks are signs. This statement is universal, affirmative, which is A type. Second statement is, all potatoes are signs. All readers are signs. All marks being potatoes is a possibility. And at least some readers are marks. Here we know that only a few basils are radishes, which is a particular affirmative, and only a few means some. And we know that no potato is a radish. So it is universal negative, which is E type, and some potatoes are not radish, particularly negative, so it will be O type. So the Venn diagram of the statement which is all marks are sign will be in such a way. This will be signs and this will be marks. Consider this as first, or it can be marks and signs. Either of these two can be the Venn diagram for all marks are signs. Similarly, the Venn diagram for all potatoes are signs will be potatoes and then signs, or it can be of the form signs and potatoes. Consider this as first and this as second. Similarly, the Venn diagram for all readers are sign will be either in this form or in this form. So let us make a single form now. So it will be signs and readers. After combining the Venn diagram, second and third, we can say that the combined Venn diagram will be marks, signs, and potatoes. And this Venn diagram supports the conclusion. And after combining the Venn diagram, second and fourth, we get a combined Venn diagram which will be of the form marks, signs, and readers. This Venn diagram supports the conclusion second. So we can say that the correct answer here is 2, which is both conclusion 1 and conclusion 2 follows. Therefore, we can say that the correct answer is option number 2 here. Next question also has the same directions. Here the statements are, no potato is a radish, only a few coconuts are potatoes, only a few basils are radishes. And the conclusions are, all basils can never be potatoes. Some radishes are definitely not coconuts. Here, some coconuts are potatoes. It is not correct because potato is a radish. So it will be of O type. Some coconuts are not radishes. Now, let us understand this by making a Venn diagram. So, according to the question, the Venn diagram will be in such a way. Consider this as coconuts. Then this will be radishes, or it can be of the form radishes and coconuts. This will be the Venn diagram. Consider this as first and this is second. It can be also made as coconuts and radishes. Consider this as third. We have three Venn diagrams here, and these are the Venn diagrams for some coconuts are not radishes. Venn diagram second contradicts the conclusion second. No potato is a radish. It implies that some radishes are basils, so it will be also of O type. So let us see the Venn diagram for some basils are not potatoes. So the Venn diagram for some basils are not potatoes will be basils and potatoes. Consider this as first, or it can be basils and potatoes. Or it can be basils and potatoes. Again, we have three different Venn diagrams, which is 1, 2, and 3, or you can also call it as 4, 5, and 6. This above Venn diagram supports the conclusion 1. Therefore, we can say that both the conclusion follows. Therefore, if only conclusion first follows, then the option number 4 is correct, because the first three Venn diagrams for the coconuts and radishes contradicts the conclusion second, means second conclusion is not correct, and this three Venn diagrams concludes that first conclusion is correct. So we can say that the correct option here is option number 4, which is if only conclusion 1 follows. Next question has the statement, no fruit is a cottage. Only a few fruits are toast. All plums are cottages. And the conclusions are all toast being cottages is a possibility. Some plums are fruits. Here we know that some toasts are fruits is not correct because no fruit is a cottage. So it is again of O type. Some toasts are not cottages must be the correct statement. So let us see the Venn diagram for some toasts are not cottages. So the Venn diagram will be again toasts and cottages, or it can be cottages, then above it toast, or it can be made like toast and cottages. Consider this as first, second, and third. The above Venn diagrams contradicts the conclusion 1. All plums are cottages. It is not correct because no cottage is a fruit. Therefore, it is of E type conclusion. No plum is a fruit. This conclusion contradicts the conclusion second. So we can say that the answer is option number 3, which says if neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 follows. So correct option is option number 3 here. Next question has the statements, only a few meetings are luxurious, all posters are meetings, no test is a luxury. And the Are all luxuries can never be posters. All test being meetings is a possibility. We know that no test is a luxury is correct because some luxuries are meetings. So it is O1 type of conclusions. So let us see the Venn diagrams of some meetings are not test. So there will be meetings which will not be test. Another Venn diagram can be drawn as test and followed by meetings. Also, it can be tests and meetings. So these are the three Venn diagrams for some meetings are not test. Now, Venn diagram second supports the conclusion second. Now let us see the Venn diagrams of some meetings are luxurious. So Venn diagrams of some meetings are luxurious will be it can be also made as luxuries and followed by meetings, or it can be meetings and luxuries. These are the three Venn diagram for some meetings are luxurious. Consider this as fourth, fifth and sixth. Now let us see the Venn diagram of all posters are meetings. So the Venn diagram of all posters are meeting will be in this way: posters and meetings. Or it can be posters and meetings. Consider this as 7th and 8th. These are the Venn diagrams for all posters are meeting. Now, after combining the Venn diagrams 5th and 8th, you can see that this is 5th and this is 8th. After combining both these Venn diagrams, we get a Venn diagram which is luxuries, then posters and meetings. So after combining 5th Venn diagram and 8th Venn diagram, the combined Venn diagram is this. So let us mark it as 9. So the Venn diagram which is marked as 9 contradicts the conclusion 1. Hence we can say that the correct option can be option number 5, which is only conclusion second follows, because the 9th Venn diagram here contradicts the conclusion number first. So the correct option is option number 5, which is if only conclusion second follows. I hope all these questions are clear to you. Next question is, in a certain code language, fortune is coded as SPGVFOV and journal is coded as VPKTMBO. How is profile coded in the same code language? In this, we have to understand the basic pattern between the code. The word here is fortune. And it is coded as SPGVFO and V. Here, the difference between the alphabet will be +1 because FG, OP and RS, the difference is +1. Here, between T and V, the difference is +2. UV, NO and EF, again it is +1. Now, let us see journal. So, journal will be JOURNAL It is coded as V, P, K, T, M, B and O. Again, the difference is +1 here because J, K, U, V and O, P. So it will be +1. Between R and T, there are 2 alphabets. So it will be +2. Again, it will be N, O, L, M and A, B. The difference is +1. So we have to find how is profile coded in the same language. So let us write pro and file. We know that here the difference is 1. So here there will be Q. Here there will be P, PQ, OP and RS. Here there is +1. Here there will be +2. So it will be H. Again here there will be +1. So it will be J, E, F, L, M. So profile will be coded in the same language as P, S, Q, H, F, M and J. Therefore, the correct option here is option number B. Next question is, if it is possible to make only one meaningful English word using the first, fifth, sixth and eighth letters when counted from left to right of the word floating using each letter only one, which of the following will be the second letter of the word so formed from the right end? If no such word can be formed, give X as your answer. If more than one such word can be formed, give Z as your answer. The word here is floating, which consists of 8 letters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. It is F, L, O, A, T, I, N, G. Now, the specified letters are F, then the specified letter is T, I and G. So we have 4 letters which are specified here. 4 letters are F, T, I and G. A meaningful word out of these 4 letters is gift, which is G-I-F-T. Now in this word, second letter from the right is F. So we can say that the answer here is F, which is option number E. Next question has the directions. Study the following information carefully and answer the questions given below. U is the daughter-in-law of J. J is the father of L and P. R is the niece of P. P's spouse has no sibling. M is the grandfather of R and T is the only child of M. The question here is, how is U related to R? We know that J is the father of only L and P and R is the niece of P. Therefore, R is the daughter of L. M is the grandfather of R. Therefore, M is the father-in-law of L. T and L are couples. Therefore, U will be the wife of P. And U is the wife of P. Therefore, R is the niece of P. So, we can say that U will be the aunt of R. So, the relation between U and R is of aunt. So, correct option here is option number E. All you have to do is you have to understand the relations between each and every person, as I explained you. Next part of the question is, if J has only one son, then how is T related to L? See, if J has only one son, L is a daughter of J, so T is husband of L. So the relation between T and L is that T is husband of L. So we can say that the correct option here is option number A, which is husband. Next part of the question is, how is J related to T? See, in the previous question, we have seen that L is the daughter of J and T is the husband of L. So J is father-in-law of T. So the correct option here will be option number B, which is father-in-law. Next question has the directions. Study the following information carefully and answer the questions given below. 10 boxes A, B, C, D, E, P, Q, R, S, T are kept one above the other in a stack. Only 4 boxes are kept between box A and box P. Box B is kept immediately below box P. Only 3 boxes are kept between box B and box R. Only 5 boxes are kept between box R and box D. Only 4 boxes are kept between box D and box S. Only 3 boxes are kept between box S and box T. Box T is kept at one of the positions below box S. Only 1 box is kept between box T and box E. Box Q is kept at one of the positions above box C but below box A. So according to all the given information, total there are 10 boxes. So let us make the required table. Let us consider this is the number of boxes and let us consider this as the name of boxes. So there are 10 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Here there will be box A, Q, R, S, C, P, B, T, D and E. The question here is 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way based on their positions in the given arrangement and they form a group. Identify the one who does not belong to the group. Here you can see in the table that except B and Q, in all other pairs, there are only 3 boxes between the 2 given boxes. There are 6 boxes between box D and box Q. So D and Q are the pairs which are different from the group. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number D, which says D and Q. Next question also has the same directions. So first let us make the required table. The boxes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And the name of the boxes will be A, Q, R, S, C, P, B, T, D and E. Here the question is, as per the given arrangement, how many boxes are kept between box A and box Q? You can see that box A is here and box Q is here. In between A and Q, there are no boxes. So we can say that the correct option will be option number A, which is none. Next question is, which one of the following statements is true based on the given information? So based on the given information, we should have the table, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And the boxes are A, Q, R, S, C, P, B, T, D and E. So according to this given information, the first statement is, as many boxes are kept below box T as above the box B. There are only 2 boxes below box T. So first statement is not true. Second statement is box A is kept at the bottom of the stack. But there are 6 boxes above box B. And box A is kept at the top of the stack. So second statement is also not true. Third statement is, no box is kept between box Q and box R. It is true because box Q is kept immediately above box R, as you can see here. So no box is kept between Q and R. Therefore, option number C is the correct option for this question. Next question also has the same directions. So first let us make the required table here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the boxes are A, Q, R, S, C, P, B, T, D and E. The question here is, as per the given arrangement, which box is kept immediately below box S? So you can see that immediately below box S, there is box C. Therefore, we can say that the correct option is option number B, which says C. Next question also has the same direction. So first, let us make the table. See, in this type of question, by looking at the table, only you can answer the question. The table is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Boxes are A, Q, R, S, C, P, B, T, D, and E. Now the question is, as per the above arrangement, as many boxes are kept above E as below box. Here you can see that above E, there are 9 boxes which are kept because E is at 10. So above E, there are total 9 boxes. And as below box will be box A, because from A if we look, then below A there will be 9 boxes. So the correct option will be A, because as many boxes are kept above E as below box A. Above E there are 9 boxes and below A there are also 9 boxes. So the correct option here is option number E, which says A. I hope all these questions are clear to you and all the new concepts and tricks related to solve each and every questions are also clear to you. Keep learning more and keep scoring high.